Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Triangle of Sadness is a story about a cruise ship for the rich, leaving survivors along with this fashion model celebrity couple trapped on this island. This movie came out last week. Didn't get the chance to see it because, for one, I honestly didn't even know that it was coming out this month. Two, I was really busy and kind of like having these one-off movies every once in a while, but you know, I have two extra other reviews to put out that for movies I've seen. I just never got around to reviewing. So this is a good week to do a catch-up thing as well. But yeah, so Triangle of Sadness is basically a survivor movie-ish, kind of. This movie is okay. I can't, like, it starts out really good. I'm like, okay, we have these two couples which are played by Harrelson, Dickinson. I have no idea to say his name. I probably messed, because he was also in the Kingsman, the third installment for the Kingsman franchise, which was out last year, and I didn't really like that movie. I don't remember how well he was in it. I think he was fine, but I just didn't enjoy that movie, so it was kind of interesting to see him back this year in another movie. And his love interest, Charlbi Dean Kriek, that she plays Yaya. I probably said her actual name completely wrong there. But yeah, I think these two have great chemistries. I'm like, okay, I like that they're somewhat of an actual, you know, like acting like these celebrity couples, like they're arguing over money and certain things about like their own jobs, and it's like, this makes sense. I do buy that this is probably what celebrities go through, and so and not all celebrities, just certain celebrities. But so yeah, I don't know. What really hurts this movie is the final act, and mostly that is when they're on the island. I was really bored throughout that final act of the movie. I thought it was just not interesting at all. Nothing really happens, and it ends so abruptly where I'm like, is that real? It's going to leave off on a cliffhanger. Why exactly? I don't know, because I don't know. It took a weird turn where our main lead becomes suddenly an asshole. Both of them become assholes for no reason to one another. For one, understandable, but the other one just suddenly out of nowhere. It's like, I don't get it. Like, some of the writing doesn't make any sense at all in that final act and when they're on the island. But when we see them do, like, you know, living their life, and when they're on the cruise ship, it's very entertaining. I really like the interactions between all these characters, learning about certain characters, and the ones that they mostly focus on the most is like, okay, so those are the two that those are going to be the ones that probably survive whatever happens. And that's another thing. The reason that they get onto this island, I found funny, but it's so abrupt that it's just instantly cut to the island and with them on it, and it's like, oh, okay, and you're trying to, you know, point out, it's like, okay, I know that person is okay, so a bunch of people died. All right, instead of seeing it actually happen, I think it would have been a little bit better if we saw, like, you know, more what happened on the ship and them trying to get to the island. I don't know, because to add something else to the movie than them just straight up onto the island, and it becomes boring. Because, like, at least, like, the first partial of when they're on the island is kind of entertaining. Like, it's interesting. It's the group trying to find boundaries and, you know, domination, really. And it's like one person is leading them, and, like, everyone's trying to, you know, cope with that, and, you know, cope with, like, okay, now they're stuck on this island. And we don't really know how long they're stuck on the island for. It seems like maybe a month or so. But yeah, it just feels really messy at the end. It just scrambles to finish. And this is a really long movie. This is like 2.5 hours. It's a really long ass movie, and I don't think it really should have been, unless they should have replaced portions of the beginning of on the island with something else or something on those lines to make it more interesting. And there's also really no tension at all. Mostly it's like all the characters that we never really focus on, get, killed off. And it's like, okay, whatever. We have our, small little group. It's interesting. Is there anything going to be happening? There's kind of a subplot with some dude and like, not sure where he came from type of deal. And it just doesn't go anywhere. It just kind of it just ends. So yeah, if you guys are really interested in like this, type of movies, I think you might really enjoy it. I do like the cinematography, the camera work. There's a lot of great tracking shots. It's beautiful. It's beautiful lit and directed movie. I really liked how how everything came together from the film aspects of putting it together. That's great and all, but honestly, it's just the screenplay that really hammers the movie down, and some tedious parts. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna give Triangle of Sadness a C+. It's not awful. Just certain parts of the movie drag, and that's that really final act, which is really important when it comes to any movie. If that ending doesn't like bring it all the way home, it kind of ruins the whole entire movie, where you just don't want to watch it again. And so if this is like a one-time off thing, maybe. If it comes out in 4K, I might pick it up. But if not, if it's like Blu-ray only, like certain movies have been only coming out on Blu-ray and I'm getting a full-on 4K release, at least straight right away, I probably won't pick it up. But who knows? You might enjoy it. There's nothing really else out until Black Panther next week. So if you really want to see a movie, you guys can go check this out. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.